Okay, so your relationship has ended and you really want your ex back because you realize that he was a good guy and you kind of stuffed it up. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 simple steps to get the ex back. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Renee Slansky. I'm a professional dating and relationship coach, and I help men and women around the world actually cultivate the relationships they desire and deserve. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about how to get the ex back. I want to make sure that you know exactly what it is that's going to trigger him to make him miss you and want you and eventually start a relationship with you again. So let's jump into it right now, but of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a big thumbs up. Okay, rule number 1, don't contact him for at least 21 days. The reason why we want to do this is we actually want to give him a chance to stop, think, and miss us. If you're constantly there, then he's not really going to feel that he has a chance to miss you because you're constantly there, okay? As hard as that is, and I personally am someone who really struggles with the whole no contact rule. I would find ways to contact them. You have to stick to this because you really want to let them feel the absence of you in their life, okay? And if you're always texting or finding ways to actually reach out to him, he's not actually going to be able to do that. So if you can, for 21 days, do not contact him. That means also don't like his photo on Instagram or, comment on his Facebook photo. I mean, you've literally fallen off the earth for 21 days so that you can really give him just enough time, not a month, but just enough time for him to start to wonder what it is that you're doing and wonder if he's actually made a mistake. Number 2, you need to become desirable again. Now, I don't know specifically why your relationship broke down, obviously, but I do know this, that a relationship breaks down for a reason. And the one thing that men actually need in order to be able to want to commit to a woman is he needs to know that when he's with you, he feels better about himself and he feels like his life is better because he's actually with you. If he feels good about himself when he's with you, then he'll actually go in his brain, okay, well, it must be because of her, therefore I will continue to invest into the relationship. So if it's actually broken up and he's really pulled back and he doesn't want to continue to invest, it's probably because he doesn't feel good about himself when he is with you and he's, associating that with you and with the relationship. So you need to actually come across as an even more desirable woman than what you actually were before. And the way that you do that is you come across as the best version of yourself. Relationships don't break down for no reason. And a lot of the time they break down because we've let our bad habits come through, or we've self-sabotaged, or we haven't realized that we've had all these problems actually compound, and then it's kind of just disintegrated the relationship. So this is the perfect opportunity to actually step back and reassess yourself. Ask yourself, are there things that I need to improve about myself that could actually enhance my own life and enhance the relationship if I was able to start a relationship with him again? Because he's not going to want to give you another chance if he doesn't feel that you're going to be an even more desirable and attractive woman to start something over again. Now, easy ways that you can come across as an even more desirable partner is to really come across as confident. The number one thing that men are attracted to is confidence. And I think when we go through a breakup and we start to chase a guy, we can come across as really needy and insecure. So you want to kind of flip that and you want to come across as this confident, powerful, and really vibrant sort of woman. And the way that you do that is whenever he sees photos of you or whenever he talks to you, if he starts to reach out to you, you want to come across as this woman who knows what her worth is, who knows where she's going, that you're really happy and you're really thriving outside of him. So he starts to see you in a different light. He starts to see you as this woman who is really sort of sexy and attractive because of who and what you've become after him. Number 3, okay, when you do actually contact him, because you will have to contact him at some point, but not before 21 days, you actually need to come across with a really sort of neutral tone. The last thing that you want to do is come across desperate because he's going to assume that you're not really over him and that you're basically going to turn into a nag and be needy. And again, you're not going to be a more attractive version of yourself. So you want to have this sort of really neutral tone. You basically want to reach out and ask him a question, okay? And that's because questions stimulate conversation. If you just sent him a blanket statement of, hey, thinking about you, it doesn't really give him any sort of reason to respond, or it doesn't really take the conversation in the direction that you want it to, okay? When you're reaching out to an ex, it's really important that you're particular about what it is that you're going to say, because chances are they're going to be a little bit more closed off because they're hesitant to start a relationship with you because of what happened last time. That's why it's important that you've got to kind of go in at a steady pace where you'll still have some sort of direction where you're heading with the conversation, but you're not coming across as nagging, needing, or forceful. Now, the best sort of questions or things to talk about are things that are going to trigger memories, okay? Things that are going to bring up some sort of nostalgic idea of, something that you shared, whether it might be, hey, I've just heard this song on the radio. Do you remember the last time that we actually were in the car and at that time and singing it? I think we were heading to McDonald's, whatever, okay? Think about a time that you guys had that was a good time and actually ask him a question to see if he remembers that, because you want to, again, have him think about you and have him associate whenever he does talk to you as a positive memory rather than a negative memory. Now, if he doesn't message you back straight away, that's not permission for you to go and send him 50 more messages after that. What you want to do is you want to initiate the contact. You want to ask the question, trigger a positive memory, and then you just want to step back and allow him to respond. Word of warning here, I will say that just because you send a specific text doesn't mean that you're always going to get the response that you want. This might take a couple of goes. Getting an ex back isn't necessarily something that happens overnight. It's not Pantene. It's something that does take time, which is okay, because you want to make sure that you're able to make sensible decisions if you even want him back in your life and if it's the right thing for both of you. And you want to make sure that you're going in at a pace where it's not going to burn out again, where you've actually worked out what your internal issues were and you're now starting fresh with a really strong sort of foundation. Okay, number 4, you want to plant seeds of attraction. Now, what I mean by this is when you do meet up with him, because not only after you've initiated a conversation with him, what you want to do is you want to actually start to maybe ask him out for a coffee. You don't go the dinner date. You don't go anything intimate, okay? You meet somewhere where it is going to be really casual and, if possible, on neutral territory. Not on his side, not on your side. If you're doing everything on his side of the bridge, then it's basically you're going to come across as really desperate. Or if you're wanting him to make all the effort to go to your side of the bridge, then you're going to come across as someone really needy or someone that's not really wanting to put in the effort. You want to do it on neutral territory because that is both basically where you both are. I think a lot of the times when we want an ex back, we think we can just pick up where we left off, but that's not really how it goes. Even if you've been married to someone and you've separated and you want to start again, you have to start on the same page again, and that's neutral territory where you can both make the right sort of emotionally based decisions that are going to enhance you, okay, as a couple again. So ask him to meet up with you casually, whether it's coffee, whether it is you want him to help you with something, okay? Be specific. Now, you might say to him, hey, I know that you're really busy, but I really need your help with being able to just go over this proposal, and I know that this is your field. I don't suppose that you have time this week to catch up for a coffee and just go over this proposal with me. Again, what you're doing here in this scenario is, number 1, you're actually asking him for help, and men respond to that because it triggers their hero impulse, right? Where she needs me, I need to go, I need to help her, all right? It makes him feel really masculine, and again, it makes him feel needed, okay? So if you're able to ask him to meet up with you for a specific reason, not just because you want to have coffee, but because there's some sort of reason behind it, he's probably going to justify in his head that it's okay then, because, you know, it's not like you're just on a date, it's because she actually needs me, okay? And if you've had a relationship with him before, he'll be probably more inclined to do something for you because he knows that he has had a relationship with you and he is just used to doing that, okay? So if you can actually ask him to meet up with you for that specific purpose and then tie in kind of a coffee, or you might jokingly say, the coffee's on me. It comes across as really lighthearted, of something that doesn't have an ulterior motive of trying to seduce him, even if that's what your ulterior motive is. And he'll see it as, you know, a reason to be able to catch up with you, and it's kind of harmless. Now, what you want to do when he actually does meet up with you is, again, you want to come across as that desirable woman. So someone who is vibrant, powerful, and confident, and you want to introduce a little bit of flirting. This doesn't mean that you throw yourself at him or that you try to kiss him. Flirting in this instance, where you're trying to repair something, simply might be just touching him a little bit, tucking his hair behind his ear if his hair's that long, or maybe just touching him lightly on the shoulder. Almost, you want to take it back to if you were going to date him again as a stranger, okay? How would you react around him? How would you flirt with him? You probably would be confident, but you'd also be a little bit shy with the flirting, and you wouldn't be super obvious. That's what you want to do again. Now, because you've had a relationship with him, he's probably going to feel comfortable about you flirting a little bit, but just don't make sure that you overgo that line, okay? As I said, you really want to pace yourself when you meet up with him each and every time. And lastly, number 5, you want to make him miss you. And I've actually just done a video on this. So if you want to watch the video, then click the link up there. Now, making him miss you is basically a little bit of reverse psychology here. You want to show him how much you are thriving and doing awesome without him, so that he starts to wonder, well, hang on a second, did I really throw away a good thing here? Did I make a mistake? And the best way that you're able to do that is to show him that your life is going somewhere, that you're still moving, that you still have your purpose, that you're still confident, that you're still, you know, getting and having all these other guys chase you and ask you out. Now, an easy way to do that is, again, through social media, only posting sort of photos and things that actually show you thriving and having fun. And there'll probably be, you know, a couple of comments on there from men who might, you know, make nice comments about you, saying, oh, hey, you look gorgeous. If he asks you, have you had a couple of guys ask you out? Say yes. Say yes, you actually have. You're not really sure if you're ready to date. Kind of give him a little bit, but don't reveal everything, because you want to make him think about you. You want to make him miss you. You want to make him go, oh crap, you know, she has all these men chasing her. She looks like she's doing real without me. Maybe I did make a mistake. Maybe I do need to prove her that she needs me again. You know, maybe it's going to be different this time round. Okay. And again, if you want more tips on how to make a man miss you, then do watch that other video. All right, ladies. Well, those are my tips for you. Nice and short and sweet. Now, if you want to know, again, how to get a guy to really commit to you, how to make him desire you, and how to make him want to, you know, ultimately pursue you and give you that certainty in a relationship, then I want you to do my free class. Okay. The link for that is in the bio below. It is, you know, totally free. As I mentioned, bring a notepad and pen, because I do exercises in there and I give you so much value. It is incredible. All right. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe. Give me a big thumbs up. Share this with a girlfriend that maybe really does want to have her ex back and she just doesn't really know what to do. And of course, comment below to let me know what videos you want me to put out next as well. Until next time, bye for now.